Let me ask you something. Who's in control of your life? Is it you, or is it your fears, your excuses, your emotions? Because right now, at this very moment, you are either building your future or letting it slip away. Mentally strong people don't wait. They don't hesitate. They don't let life happen to them. They take charge. And today, I'm going to show you the 6 powerful habits that separate the unstoppable from the average. Master these and you will become unbreakable. You ready? Because this isn't just motivation. This is the blueprint for taking control of your destiny. Mentally strong people have a unique ability to control their emotions rather than letting their emotions control them. This doesn't mean they suppress their feelings or pretend negativity doesn't exist. Instead, they acknowledge emotions, process them effectively, and then take action based on logic rather than impulse. Imagine facing a major setback. Maybe a business deal falls through or you receive harsh criticism. The average person might react emotionally, getting angry, defensive, or even feeling defeated. But mentally strong individuals pause, assess the situation, and ask themselves, what is the most productive way to respond? This ability to master emotions is what allows them to make strategic decisions rather than impulsive ones. Think about it. How often do people let anger dictate their responses? How often do they make permanent decisions based on temporary feelings? The problem with this approach is that emotions fluctuate. One day you feel unstoppable, the next you might be drowning in self-doubt. If your decisions are based on these ups and downs, you will always be inconsistent in your actions. Emotionally resilient individuals understand that feelings are like the weather, they change constantly, but they don't have to determine how you navigate your life. They don't let fear stop them from taking risks. They don't let rejection shake their confidence, and they certainly don't allow criticism to derail their progress. Instead, they filter emotions through a lens of rationality and purpose. If an emotion serves them and helps them grow, they harness it. If it holds them back, they let it go. One of the key strategies they use is emotional reframing. When faced with adversity, instead of saying, "Why is this happening to me?" they ask, "What can I learn from this?" This shift in perspective allows them to extract lessons from challenges rather than becoming victims of them. They also practice emotional regulation. Instead of reacting immediately, they give themselves time to process before responding. This is why they rarely overreact, rarely lash out, and rarely let emotions cloud their judgment. Think about the greatest leaders, athletes, or successful entrepreneurs. They all have one thing in common: an unshakable ability to stay composed under pressure. It's not that they don't feel frustration, fear, or doubt. It's that they don't allow these emotions to dictate their actions. When others panic, they remain calm. When others react impulsively, they respond strategically. And make no mistake, this isn't something they were born with. It's a skill they've built over time through discipline, self-awareness, and conscious effort. They train their mind just like they train their body, daily, consistently, and with intention. Because they know that in the game of life, the person who controls their emotions controls their future. Mentally strong people don't make excuses. They don't blame their past, their circumstances, or other people for where they are in life. Instead, they take full ownership of their actions, their decisions, and ultimately their results. This mindset is what separates those who achieve greatness from those who stay stuck. When you take full responsibility for everything in your life, you take back power. You are no longer at the mercy of external factors. You become the creator of your reality. It's easy to blame situations or people when things don't go your way. If a business fails, most people point fingers at the economy, competitors, or lack of support. If they don't get a promotion, they blame their boss or favoritism. This kind of thinking may feel justified in the moment, but it does nothing to move them forward. The truth is, mentally strong individuals recognize that while they may not control everything that happens to them, they always control how they respond, and their response is what determines their future. Think about the most successful people in the world, entrepreneurs, athletes, leaders. They have all faced failures, obstacles, and setbacks, but instead of blaming circumstances, they ask themselves, what could I have done better? This level of accountability pushes them to grow rather than staying stuck in the same patterns. They don't waste energy on what's outside their control. They focus entirely on what they can do to improve, adapt, and succeed. Taking ownership also means recognizing that your thoughts, habits, and decisions have led you to where you are today. If you don't like your current situation, mentally strong people don't complain about it, they change it. They analyze their patterns, identify areas for improvement, and take action to create a better outcome. They understand that blaming external factors is a waste of time because waiting for circumstances to change never works. The only way to move forward is to own every part of your life and take deliberate steps to improve it. This level of responsibility extends beyond just success. It applies to relationships, health, and personal growth. If a relationship isn't working, mentally strong people don't just blame the other person. They ask, what role did I play in this? What can I do differently? If their health is declining, they don't just blame genetics or a busy schedule. They take action, adjust their habits, and make necessary changes. This mindset isn't always easy. It requires humility, self-awareness, and the willingness to admit when you've made mistakes. But that's exactly what makes mentally strong people different. They don't see mistakes as failures, they see them as feedback. They learn, adapt, and move forward. And here's the most powerful part. When you take full ownership of your life, you gain freedom. You are no longer controlled by excuses, other people's actions, or external circumstances. You become the driver of your own success. You stop waiting for things to change and start making things happen. And that shift is what leads to true personal power. Mentally strong people understand that growth never happens inside the comfort zone. They know that staying where things feel safe and easy may be tempting, but it's also the quickest way to stagnation. Progress demands discomfort. The most successful people in the world are those who consistently put themselves in challenging situations, push their limits, and embrace the struggle that comes with it. They don't just tolerate discomfort, they actively seek it because they know that's where real transformation happens. Most people avoid discomfort at all costs. They resist change, stick to routines that feel familiar, and shy away from anything that feels uncertain or difficult. This is why so many people remain stuck, never reaching their full potential. They settle for good enough instead of striving for excellence, simply because the pursuit of something greater requires stepping into the unknown. But mentally strong individuals see discomfort as a signal that they are on the path to growth. When they feel resistance, fear, or self-doubt, they don't turn away, they lean in. This applies to every area of life: business, fitness, relationships, and personal development. The best athletes don't get stronger by lifting light weights that feel easy. They push themselves with heavier loads, increasing resistance until their muscles grow. Entrepreneurs don't build successful companies by playing it safe. They take risks, invest in ideas before they are proven, and embrace the uncertainty that comes with innovation. The same principle applies to mental strength. Just like a muscle, the mind grows stronger through repeated exposure to challenge. One of the reasons discomfort is so powerful is that it forces adaptation. When you do something difficult, whether it's speaking in public, learning a new skill, or pushing through physical exhaustion, your mind and body adjust to meet the demand. Over time, what once felt impossible becomes second nature. This is why the most successful individuals seem fearless. They aren't born with extraordinary courage. They develop it by consistently putting themselves in uncomfortable situations until they become stronger. Another reason mentally strong people embrace discomfort is that they understand failure is a natural part of the process. Most people fear failure because they see it as a reflection of their worth. They believe that if they try something and don't succeed immediately, it means they aren't good enough. But mentally strong individuals see failure as feedback. Every setback is an opportunity to learn, adjust, and come back stronger. Instead of avoiding difficult situations to protect their ego, they throw themselves into challenges knowing that failure is simply part of the journey. The growth also requires a willingness to be a beginner. Too many people avoid new experiences because they don't want to look foolish or make mistakes. They stick to what they already know because it feels safe. But mentally strong individuals understand that every expert was once a beginner. They are willing to struggle, to be uncomfortable, and to face setbacks because they know that mastery only comes through repetition and resilience. The greatest rewards in life come to those who are willing to endure the temporary pain of discomfort. Every time you push past what feels comfortable, you expand your limits. Every time you challenge yourself, you develop more confidence in your ability to handle adversity. And every time you choose growth over ease, you take another step toward unlocking your full potential. At the end of the day, discomfort is not the enemy, it is the gateway to greatness. Those who understand this don't avoid it, they chase it. They train themselves to get comfortable being uncomfortable, knowing that on the other side of that struggle is a stronger, more capable version of themselves. Mentally strong people have an unshakable ability to stay focused on their mission, no matter what distractions or obstacles come their way. They understand that in a world filled with noise, negativity, and endless demands for attention, staying locked in on their vision is what separates success from mediocrity. They don't waste time on things that don't serve their purpose, and they refuse to let outside influences dictate their path. Instead, they remain disciplined in their focus, always keeping their eyes on the bigger picture. One of the biggest reasons people struggle to achieve their goals is because they allow themselves to be pulled in too many directions. They start with a vision, but the moment things get difficult or distractions arise, they shift their attention elsewhere. They chase short-term gratification instead of long-term success. But mentally strong individuals don't fall into this trap. They know that every decision, every action, and every moment of their day should align with their ultimate purpose. If something doesn't contribute to their mission, they either eliminate it or minimize its influence. This level of focus requires self-discipline. It's easy to get caught up in what other people think, to seek approval, or to waste time on things that feel urgent but aren't actually important. Social media, negative influences, self-doubt, these are all distractions that can derail even the most driven individuals. But mentally strong people make a conscious effort to guard their mind. They set boundaries, limit their exposure to distractions, and surround themselves with people who push them forward rather than pull them down. They also know that focus isn't just about avoiding distractions, it's about choosing what to focus on. Most people focus on problems, setbacks, and things that are out of their control. They dwell on mistakes, worry about what others think, and let fear dominate their thoughts. But mentally strong individuals do the opposite. They direct their energy towards solutions, opportunities, and things they can control. When they face challenges, they don't waste time complaining. They immediately start looking for ways to overcome them. This ability to control focus is what allows them to stay consistent even when motivation fades. They don't rely on inspiration to keep them going because they understand that motivation is temporary. Instead, they build habits that keep them moving forward no matter how they feel. Even on days when they're tired, discouraged, or uncertain, they continue taking action because they know that success is built on consistency, not emotion. Another powerful aspect of their focus is their ability to tune out negativity. The world is filled with critics, people who doubt, discourage, or try to bring others down. Most people let this negativity affect them. They take criticism personally. They let fear of judgment hold them back, and they second-guess their decisions because of what others might think. But mentally strong individuals don't give power to negativity. They don't allow outside opinions to shake their confidence or steer them away from their mission. They listen to constructive feedback, but they don't let unnecessary criticism cloud their judgment. They also practice the skill of mental refocusing. When things don't go as planned, instead of dwelling on what went wrong, they shift their focus back to their goals. They don't let failures define them, and they certainly don't let setbacks stop them. They have a deep understanding that obstacles are just part of the journey, and rather than getting stuck in frustration or disappointment, they reframe challenges as opportunities to learn and improve. At the end of the day, success is not about how talented, lucky, or intelligent someone is. It's about how well they can stay locked in on their mission despite the distractions, difficulties, and doubts that arise along the way. Mentally strong people don't let anything pull them away from their purpose. They make intentional choices every single day to stay focused, to push forward, and to keep striving toward their vision no matter what stands in their way. That's what separates them from the rest.